Hi, it's me again with Corel tips and tricks. I've done a couple of videos over the year how to make something look like a neon sign, and this one might be right up there with the best of them. I'm working with RGB. I maybe should open up CMYK color palette, but I started off with a pretty light green, that one right there, and I needed to make one lighter. I didn't have one lighter, so I made that. And just to show you how I made that, I just went back up to like a yellow, and I'm going to hold down the control button and add a couple of yellows, and then maybe even a white. And then if we look at, those are the same two colors, but look at the difference. So I made a new color, basically. So I'm going to take my font and I'm going to left click no fill, right click out. I'm going to go ahead and make it black for a second. And then I'm going to go to that green right there, and I'm going to right click. Well, I really got to, you know what? I'm going to have to put that green into my color in just a second. Let me see if I can't find that original green, because normally you could do this with fill, but you can't do it with an outline, evidently. So I'm going to get that green and I'm going to right click. Well, I don't have the word selected. So I'm going to right click on that green. Now I'm going to hit F12 on the keyboard, and I'm going to make that, let's make it 3 points. Say okay. It's still a pretty thin line, but it's a little bit thick. Now, I like to do it this way. This thing is, well, it's huge. So I'm going to check my nudge factor on 6 inches, and I'm going to make a duplicate of that and move it down. And now, like I said, I can't just pick that color for the outline. So I'm going to take this color and I'm going to just take it over here and I'm going to add it. Well, can't do that. Let's do it the old fashioned. I thought you could. Let's go to Windows, color palettes, add color from selection. You know what? I know I can do it down here because I have a palette open, so I can right click and make that. See how it changed so forget about this, because once you've created that and you've used it, you can go grab it. Now I'm going to make this, you know what? I'm going to make this one quite a bit. So I'm a little bit, I'm confusing people, I bet. I'm going to make this thing like 8 points. And then I'm going to make this one something other than a hairline. And, you know, whenever you get that, you can always go to object and convert it to a curve. And then you could get your point. Let's make it 4 points. And then I'm going to zoom in so we can see this happen. And I'm going to nudge that guy up. And then I'm going to look. Can I see it? Yes. If you don't, you can put it in the middle of the page. So let's do this. Let's make this still a little bit thicker. I'm going to hit F12. Let's make it a 10 points. And keep this one the original. And if you did it in the right order, that should be on top. But if it's not, you can move it to the top of the page. Now here's kind of the key. I would go ahead and group this together and then get under effects and blur, and I'm going to Gaussian blur, and look at that. Now let's bring in our black box. And I think because of the size I made, it's a little bit too blurry. So let me grab that back and go back. And there's a bunch of different things. That looks really good. That looks like a neon sign. Let's see how it compares to the one I did earlier. And I think, see, the neon's kind of slowing down my computer. But because this is a little thicker, it really looks like a little better. Hope that wasn't too confusing. And so you're putting multiple layers is the key. Thank you for watching.